Hello students, welcome to RG Studio. My name is Rahul, I am a teacher. In this video, I am going to give you information regarding very important topics for entrance exam of MPH, that is Master of Public Health. This video is very useful for various university and institutes Master of Public Health entrance exam like AIIMS Raipur, AIIMS Jodhpur, AIIMS Rishikesh, AIIMS Bhubaneswar, Common University Entrance Test, CUT, PG, PGI, MER Chandigarh, TISS Mumbai, JIPMER Pondicherry, IIPH, NIMHANS Bangalore, JNU, Hyderabad University, Lucknow University, Pune University, Rajiv Gandhi Health University, ICMR, and for all other university and institutes which conducts Master of Public Health entrance exam. And students who are preparing for various university and institutes Master of Public Health and other entrance exams, and for this, if they want online or offline coaching and want important questions PDF notes, they can WhatsApp on 9411513974. And for the preparation of competitive exam, there is a WhatsApp group which link you will get in description box. So here first topic is morbidity measurements. Morbidity measurement. What is morbidity measurements? So key point is incidence can be determined from cohort study. So I am giving you information regarding morbidity measurements. Incidence, first topic is incidence is defined as the number of new cases occurring in a defined population during a specified period of time. For a given period, incidence equal to number of new cases of a disease in a year upon total population at risk into 1000. Incidence is a rate expressed per 1000. Special type of incidence rates. First is attack rate. Incidence rate used when population is exposed for a small interval of time. Example, Gracia epidemic. Secondary attack rate SAR is number of exposed persons developing the disease within range of incubation period following exposure to the primary case. Incidence is the best measure of disease frequency in etiological studies. Incidence can be determined from cohort study. So next is prevalence. Here key point is prevalence is a proportion. Next topic is prevalence. Prevalence is total current old plus new cases in a given population over a point or period of time. Types of prevalence: a point of time, point prevalence; a period of time, period prevalence. Prevalence equal to number of total new plus old cases of a disease in a year upon total population into 100. Here key point is prevalence can be determined from cross-sectional study. Prevalence is a proportion. Prevalence is not a ratio. Numerator is a part of denominator and is always expressed in percentage. Prevalence can be determined from cross-sectional study. Relationship between incidence and prevalence. Given the assumption that population is stable and incidence and duration are unchanging, prevalence equal to incidence into mean duration of the disease, P equal to I into D. Key point P equal to I into D. Prevalence describe balance between incidence, mortality and recovery. Incidence reflects causal factors. Duration reflects the prognostic factors. So here is the chart. Single exposure point source epidemic. Number of new cases. This is the chart. First is index change case or a common exposure. This is median incubation period. This is time interval. Single exposure point source epidemic. So here topic is types of epidemic. Single exposure or point source epidemic. Sharp rise and sharp fall in number of cases. Clustering of cases in a narrow interval of time. All cases develop within one incubation period of the disease. Examples: food poisoning, measles, chickenpox, cholera, Bhopal gas tragedy. Common source continuous or repeated exposure epidemics, sharp rise in number of cases, fall in number of cases is interrupted by secondary waves, peaks. Examples: contaminated well in a village, nationally distributed brand vaccine or food, prostitute in a gonorrhea outbreak, Legionnaires disease outbreak in Philadelphia. Here key point: single exposure or point source epidemics. All cases develop within one incubation period. Next is propagated epidemics. Gradual rise and gradual fall over a long time. Tail off. Results from person to person transmission. Q. Transmission continues till number of susceptibles is depleted or susceptibles are no longer exposed to infected individuals. Speed of spread depends upon herd immunity, secondary attack rate, opportunities for contact. Examples: HIV, tuberculosis. This is the chart: multiple exposure point source epidemic, number of cases, units of time, exposure begins, exposure ends, incubation period. So this is the number of cases 0 to 10, 15, 20, and this is the unit of time. Here key point is continuous or repeated exposure epidemic, secondary waves or peaks. Key points: propagated epidemic result from person to person transmission. Or this is the propagated epidemic, number of cases, time. This is the chart. Epidemic curve rises gradually and tails off over a much longer period of time. Propagated epidemic curve. Here next topic is endemic. Key point: endemic is the usual or expected frequency of a disease in a population. Endemic: constant presence of a disease or infectious agent in a defined geographical area is the usual or expected frequency of a disease in a population. Types of endemic: hyperendemic, constant presence of a disease or infectious agent at high incidence or prevalence and affects all age groups equally. Holoendemic, a high level of infection beginning early in life and affecting most of the children population. This is a chart of endemic. Cases of a disease, time. This is the chart. Endemic: usual occurrence in a geographical area. Endemic: in excess of normal, one case of rabies in Newton. Next topic is pandemic. Pandemic. What is pandemic? Pandemic: an epidemic usually affecting a large proportion of the population, occurring over a large geographical area such as part of nation, continent or world, country to country spread. Sporadic: cases which are scattered about. Cases are widely separated in space and time, so little or no connection with each other. There is no recognizable source of infection. This is prospective cohort study. Disease, no disease, exposed, disease, no disease, not exposed. Now this is analytical epidemiology. So this is the chart for analytical epidemiology, table for analytical epidemiology, exposure and outcome in analytical studies. Prospective cohort study: exposure occurred outcome, followed up, remark, start with exposure, direction, forward looking. Next is retrospective cohort study. So next is retrospective cohort study. Exposure occurred, outcome occurred, remark, start with exposure, direction, forward looking. Next is mixed cohort study. Exposure occurred, outcome occurred, further assessed in future, remarks, start with exposure, direction, forward looking. Next is case control study. Exposure occurred, outcome occurred, remarks, start with outcome, direction is backward looking. Next is cross-sectional study. Exposure occurred, outcome occurred, remarks, both exposure and outcome assessed at a point of time. Direction neither forward looking nor backward looking. In a prospective cohort study, outcome has not yet occurred when the study has begun. Only exposure has occurred. We look for development of same disease in both exposed and not exposed groups. In a retrospective cohort study, both exposure as well as outcome have occurred when the study has begun. First, we go back in time and take only exposure into consideration. Cohort identified from past hospital or college record, then look for development of same disease in both exposed and not exposed groups. In a combined prospective retrospective cohort study, both exposure as well as outcome have occurred when the study has begun. First, we go back in time and take only exposure into consideration. Cohorts identified from past hospital or colleges records. Then look for development of same disease in both exposed and not exposed groups. Later cohort is followed prospectively into future for outcome. In a case control study, both exposure as well as outcome has occurred when the study has begun. First, we take outcome into consideration and then go back in time taking exposure into consideration. Then compare exposure in both disease cases and now non-diseased controls. In a nested case control study, only exposure has occurred when the study begins. When the disease develops in a population, then two groups of cases, diseased and controls, non-diseased, are formed and their exposure status is compared. In a case series study, both exposure as well as outcome have occurred when the study has begun. First, we take outcome into consideration, then go back in time taking exposure into consideration. There is no comparison with non-diseased controls. In a prevalence survey cross-sectional study, exposure as well as outcome may coexist at the time of study. There is no longitudinal direction. So in this video, important topics has been given for the preparation of Master of Public Health entrance exam, that is MPH. This video is very useful for various university and institutes Master of Public Health entrance exam like AIIMS, COET, PGI, MER, TISS, JIPMER, IIPS, NIMHANS, JNU, Hyderabad University, ICMR, and four other university and institutes which conducts Master of Public Health, that is MPH entrance exam. And students who are preparing for various university and institutes Master of Public Health and other entrance exams, and for this, if they want online or offline coaching and want important questions PDF notes, they can WhatsApp on 9411513974. And for the preparation of competitive exam, there is a WhatsApp group which link you will get in description box. Kindly subscribe to the channel so that you can get the information for various admissions and jobs and get the information about important videos, important questions and answers videos. Thanks for watching this video.